I'm gonna make a new journal for the new year, and I have a really old book and the pages are really yellow in some places. And it has all these drawings. A few of them I already torn out, so I can maybe use them for something else, because the pages are really fragile. So I was already starting by tearing some of the pages out, like I showed you here, you can see. And the rest I'm gluing, so everywhere where I tear pages out, I will glue pages together, because that makes the pages much more sturdy. So I'm just adding a bunch of glue and then spreading it out, so I have a good coverage over the whole page. And then just glue them together. So now I have here a page where I glued 3 pages together, and I'm going to do that throughout the whole book. See, I'm going to rip this one out, this one. And why do I rip pages out? Well, the point is that you have, if you're gonna do mixed media in your book, you will add layers. And I can show you my other book where I did not get any pages out, and I don't mind. It's like a crocodile mouth. I don't mind that much, but for this book, because it's really fragile, I am going to do the pages like glued. So I know it's a bit sturdier. The book that I showed you before with the crocodile mouth, that book had really thick pages. In that book it was not really necessary to add pages together, but this book will probably tear. So it may different with each book, the way you will go about making a journal. Ooh, I love this. Maybe I leave this, because I love the yellowing of that page. Tearing this one out again. Oops. So now I did a few pages, the rest I will do some other time, because I want to make my first page in this book sort of a New Year's resolutions page. I don't know about you, but I never do New Year's resolutions because, well, let's face it, maybe we start off really well and then life gets in the way and they are out of the window within a few months, sometimes even days. So I always thought, why bother? But this year I kind of thought, what if I have something that really reminds me of the things that I thought were important for the next year? Would that help me to hold on to the resolutions or hold on to those thoughts better? Would it be helpful if I see it every time? So it's kind of a little experiment, but also because this year I was thinking about this earlier on in the year and not just in the last week or so. And I kind of came up with some really great and important stuff. And I was thinking, wow, if I'm not recording this, I probably will forget all about it. And that's such a shame. So that's how I came up with making an art journal page with my New Year's resolutions on it. So I am reminded every time I work in my journal or every time I see this page, I can read what I was thinking and maybe it will spark something and help me to either pick it up or see if I am already incorporating it into my life. That's kind of my thinking for this project. You saw me just make an easy page by just adding some mono printing onto a A4 paper. Nothing special, it's not mixed media paper, it's just a copy paper. For the mono printing I used some really gorgeous paints. These are kind of metallic paints. They came from a low budget store and I have them in multiple colors, in blues, blue-greens, teals. And they are absolutely so darn pretty. They shimmer like crazy. See? And I did some sparks on there, splatters on there as well, just to give some little interests. I'm gonna do a few more and let these dry, so we can move on to the next step. So now what I'm about to do, I'm gonna use glue. And I'm going to fold it onto itself. That way I have a front and a back. The rolling one helps to flatten out my paper, but also it helps to stick the glue together. We'll do that with all 4 papers. When I look at this, oh, these colors are so pretty. It's kind of a unicorn colors. So while I'm gluing here, I'm going to tell you why I'm doing this. I am making a mixed media art journal page where I want to keep my New Year's resolutions, or the things that I want to accomplish next year, or things that I want to pay more attention to. I want to record that onto that art journal page. And I'm going to add all my New Year's resolutions there. And now you are wondering, why am I doing these 4 pages? Keep watching and you will find out. You saw me do these pages. And I'm going to pick one out that I really like. Why don't you take this one? Okay. For this one, I'm going to make a pocket. Okay, this one I put aside. Now, for the next one, plates. Now, I'm having these dies, but if you don't, you can do it freehand, get a template, whatever works for you. Okay, now you don't want to see me do this all over and over again, so once I get all of them done, I'll be back. So after cutting out all my pieces, I went around to the sides with the same metallic paint as I did my splatters with. See, a little bit. This one might be better to see. So that's finished. And now I need to make my page. Still have to make my background. Remember, I just only put gesso on it and it's completely dry now. And this page is pretty thick because of the 3 pages that I glued together. Would it be fun if I did a kind of a starry night? Taking my book and my stencil, and I'm gonna try this in sections. For this technique I'm taking, you should use clear gesso, but I don't have clear gesso. I do have deco varnish. I'm gonna try that. It's kind of sort of a more of a glue, I think. And you probably cannot even see it there. Then it's time to get all my pieces together and glue them on. So the only thing I did was score this piece and cut off the corners so I could fit them like that. So my basic layout is ready, and I'm not going to tuck these in yet because I need to